Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Q&A time. I am Zarasgath, your host, and today I'm here to answer some questions. So let us begin with the first question. Can you please tell us about yourself? You know, age, origins, future career in mind. Well, most certainly. So you guys know me as Zarasgath, and my real name is Jelle Geert. I live in the Netherlands, 20 years old. Was born and raised here, and well, I've been to foreign countries, but I've never lived anywhere else. As for future career, well, I do know I want to do a study of biotechnology. It's something that really interests me, and so yeah, that's really, I don't know yet what I'm going to end up doing, you know, work-wise, job-wise, I don't know yet. But at least I know what I want to study. It's just a factor of getting to actually do that study. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about that. Next question. What is your favorite video game? Well, this is a question that is a lot harder to answer than you may think. While most people probably have a favorite video game that immediately springs to mind, I have a few too many that spring to my mind pretty much instantaneously. I mean, to start off, I love lots of different franchises. Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, Legend of Zelda, Kirby, let's see. Ooh, I don't know if this is dead or not, but Jazz Jack Rabbit. I used to play that game a lot when I was a kid. Rayman. It's just too many things to choose from, you know. Mega Man, what have you. Metroid, though I'm not too much of a Metroid fan, but still, good games, good games. But yeah, it's really hard to really have one favorite game. I mean, a lot of games I play nowadays, I would probably say one of those. But if I think back, you know, to the old days when I was just a kid, there are a lot of other games I haven't played in ages that I think I would really enjoy playing again just one more time, you know. Games that I played a lot as a kid. Games like Power Blade, you know, the game I first did an LP of. I might redo that LP though. It turned out kind of shitty. Anyway, yeah, so I can't really answer that question. There are simply too many games I like. So, yeah. Next question. Who is your favorite Sonic character? This is somewhat of a tie. On one side, I really like Knuckles. I've liked him ever since I first saw him in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. But then came along Shadow the Hedgehog, and I also really like Shadow. Would I really have to choose, then I would go with Knuckles, simply because, you know, he was there first. I've had a longer while to get to like him, get used to him. Though I really loved him in in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, since, you know, he was first off, he was red, and red still is my favorite color. And he could fly, or more or less glide along the air, climb walls, and he could break stuff just walking into it, whereas Sonic had to use his spin dash. So all in all, I really liked Knuckles. He was quite a badass back in those days. These days they've made him more or less into a joke, and I really don't like that. It's always the joke of, haha, he is fooled by Dr. Eggman, great, whip-de-doo. So, I don't like him as much as I used to, but still, yeah, Knuckles is still my favorite, yeah. It's not even actually much of a tie, I don't know why I said that. I guess I do really like Shadow. Shadow's a good second place, though. Yeah, so there. Next question. How do you feel about the 2012 end of the world conspiracy? Bit of a weird question, but then again, I did say you could ask about anything. So, my thoughts on that. While the Mayan calendar obviously has been quite of a magnificent tool. The Mayans must have been great mathematicians, truly great mathematicians, seeing how well they could predict certain things about the way the planets, stand at certain points in time. But the fact that it supposedly ends on, I believe it was the 21st of December 2012, or did they already change that again? I'm not keeping up to date on that. I personally think it has no meaning. It's not a true, let's just say, prediction tool. It does not predict, even if there was something about, it being the end of the world. How would the world end? And what does it even mean if the world ends? I mean, if it mean the end of the world, it could mean one of two things, or maybe even more. These are the two main options I see. Does it mean all life on the planet gets eradicated? Or does the planet itself get eradicated? I don't know. It's just weird. Also, scientists have seen, at least from what I've read and heard, saw, that even a meteorite the size of Mars, if that were to crash into our planet, the planet wouldn't be destroyed and life wouldn't be eradicated. So, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it's a lot of nonsense, and everyone who believes it is just someone screaming for the world to end, which is kind of sad. Then again, maybe I'm overgeneralizing people here, but that's how I feel. And feelings may be wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, we're just going to have a 2013, a 2014, a 2015, all the way till I don't know when. Till we lose count, I guess. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that subject. So, next question. Dinosaurs or dragons? Dinosaurs. Why? First off, they actually existed. Dragons did not. Second, Yoshi. Yoshi. Why Yoshi? Because Yoshi is a dinosaur. And Yoshi is simply frickin' awesome. He's a frickin' awesome dinosaur that makes it so that I immediately love all dinosaurs. Except when they're trying to eat me. Luckily, they're extinct, so no worries about that. Next question. What is your take on the world as it is, with all the wars, economy, the bad people in the world, and all the things that are just wrong? First off, I'd like to point out that the economy in and of itself isn't wrong or evil. The state of the economy, however, is less than ideal, and that's a major understatement. But all in all, I think the best we can do when taking a look at our world is try and improve it for everyone that will come after us, for our children, our grandchildren. And I personally think that's one of the greatest goals in life one can have. Try and improve our way of life, our knowledge, our science, everything. Try to improve that so we can create a better future for the next generations. And that may sound a bit hippie-like, I guess, but all in all, I think that is one of the greatest goals a human being can have. So, yeah. Though this wasn't a question, of course, about goals, it was more of what my take is on the world as it is now. And all I can say about that is, yeah, we live in a less than ideal world, and that's a real shame. The best thing we can do about that is just try and improve it. Give our best, let our voices be heard. Fight the battle that needs to be fought. Then again, I can easily say that. It's easy to say something like that, but doing it, on the other hand, that's the hard part. That's the part that we've got to do. Getting started. I mean, it's easy to complain that things are less than ideal, but actually doing something about them and making them the way it should be, I guess, that's the real challenge, and that's where we got to start doing something. Next question. What is your view on fan characters? This may sound a bit hypocritical since I used to do nothing but fan characters, but I don't like them. Most of the time they're just Sonic with a different color. Recolors. Now, ranting on recolors is old, and I'm sorry, but that's how I really feel about it. And I do apologize for all the fan characters I've ever... Well, maybe that's a bit of a strong word, apologizing for them. But I'm not too proud of them. I mainly have them up so people can see well, my background when it comes to S80X modding. I no longer use the character Zarasgoth at all. It's just me, essentially. And that's why I started doing the other types of character mods. So, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of fan characters. As funny as that may sound, fan of fan characters, you know. That was a weird laugh. Don't worry, I normally don't laugh like that. No, I don't. That was a real laugh. More like a snicker. Anyway, next question. Can you make my fan character in S80X? He looks like this. Insert random recolor description here. Oh, I probably can, but I'm not going to because I don't take requests. Do take suggestions. I mean, I've seen a lot of suggestions in the comments for last video, which were posed like questions, obviously, of course, about me making a stage, which I've done before. Just pointing it out for the people that don't know. But that's something I'm seriously considering doing. Because, you know, that's fun. I'm seriously considering doing something like that. I just have to find some inspiration for a layout and stuff, and I have to get off my... And I have to stop playing Feed the Beast with this friend. If you don't know what Feed the Beast is, it's a Minecraft custom map that's really challenging. We're doing the insanity mode. Anyway, getting off track here, sorry. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. The difference between requests and suggestions. A suggestion is usually something like, hey, I think it'd be a good idea if you tried making this and this. Or, hey, you've done a lot of this and this now. How about you try this and this for a change? And those are things I can consider. I can see, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? You know, like I said, the people who are like, dude, you've done a lot of character mods, and especially for Sonic. How about you try a stage? And that's something that I'm really willing to consider and think about and be like, hey, that is a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Just a fair warning, I might not. Though the staged idea I really like, so I'm looking into that. So I just have to finish this Feed the Beast thing and stop playing so much TF2. Anyway, but if you're going to ask me like, oh hey, I have this fan character who is like a red Sonic with different colored things other than normal Sonic, then please don't. Please realize that texture editing is a very simple thing to do. You can probably do it, you just need the right programs. You can just grab PVM Edit, you can download it, you can look for it on Google. And if you want to be fancy about it, use Netopus, I don't know how to pronounce that name, PVM tools. Those are also very good to use. If you can use Paint, you can use PVM Edit. And if you can use PVM Edit and Paint, you can make your own texture mods. Just saying. Okay. Now, fine. Let's. You know what? I'll stop ranting now. That turned into a bit more of a rant than I really like. But you know what? Never mind. Let's just go. Next question. Yes. What is your response to most of these questions being about S80X? Well, I guess I could have seen it coming. I mean, most of the people who are subscribed to this channel really only care about the S80X mods, which I think is a bit of a shame, but then again, I can't really fault them. I mean, if I'm looking at if I'm subscribed to someone, I mean, I always usually look at the videos that got me into subscribing in the first place. Of course, if that is really all their channel is about, that's quite easy, but to some people I subscribe mainly because of their Minecraft videos, and when they put up a video of some other game, I usually ignore it. But all in all, I guess, yeah, I am a bit disappointed that people aren't all that interested in me as a person and are more interested in the future of this channel regarding SADX mods and stuff. So I guess, yeah, I'm a bit meh on the situation. I guess it's a bit disappointing, like I said, but it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I understand people wanting to know about that kind of stuff if that's what got them into subscribing in the first place. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about that. So and I guess this is a good question to end it on. If your question hasn't been answered, you can still try and ask it in the comment section of this video. I might get around to doing another Q&A time like thing, though probably not for a while. I mean, I think the most pressing questions have been answered for now. If you do really want to know more, feel free to, like I said, ask in the comment section of this video. And if your question wasn't picked in the first place, it's most probably because it was one of those requests that I talked about earlier. And if it was one of those suggestions about me doing a stage, all I can say is that I'm looking into it, and I will do my best and try to make my next SADX mod a stage. Now, I will also, a bit about this, I've tried doing that before, working on that before, but you know, stuff didn't cooperate and I got frustrated, so I abandoned that project. Maybe I'll pick it up again, or I'll just try something completely new. We'll see, we'll see. So, yeah, this has been Zarazgoth, and I will see you guys later. Farewell.